A hush falls over a world teetering on the brink. Silent alarms echo through empty streets and boardrooms alike, signaling a warning few dare to heed. 2,000 years ago, the Apostle John was granted a vision so vivid it seared itself onto the pages of Revelation. 7 seals, 7 trumpets, 7 bowls of wrath, divine judgments, destined to unfold across history. Yet buried within these symbolic layers lie secrets long overlooked, patterns unrecognized, messages obscured by time and mistranslation. What if Revelation, in a closed book of archaic allegory, but a living document with keys to our era, keys that unlock hidden corridors of meaning pointing directly to 2025? Imagine unearthing cryptic clues concealed within lampstands, trumpets, and enigmatic horsemen, clues that, once revealed, illuminate the path humanity is racing to follow. Tonight, we expose 5 forgotten secrets of Bible prophecy, subtle revelations lost to centuries of debate and dogma. These secrets have the power to reshape how you read the apocalypse and how you interpret the events unfolding around us, from unprecedented climate upheavals to technological revolutions, from global spiritual awakenings to shadows of deception growing ever darker. Prepare yourself for a journey through time and text, where every symbol pulses with renewed urgency. What you about to discover could transform ancient prophecy from mere myth into a guide for our immediate future. The scroll awaits unsealing. Will you answer its call? It began in the stark isolation of Patmos, AD 95. An aging exile, the Apostle John, pressed by Roman iron, received visions that seared his soul. Cosmic wars, divine messengers, and the very earth trembling under final judgment. He penned the revelation of Jesus Christ, a burning scroll of hope and terrifying promise for persecuted believers clinging to divine justice. These words were alive, urgent, crackling with imminent truth. But secrets, like embers, can be smothered. In the shadowed catacombs and echoing halls of the early church, giants like Irenaeus saw literal plagues and wars reflected in Rome's bloody chaos. Then, centuries rolled on. Medieval scribes, illuminating fantastical beasts on vellum parchment, began to whisper the visions were only allegory, beautiful metaphors for the soul's struggle, letting the precise, chilling details blur. The Reformation's torchbearers, Luther and Calvin, sought beasts in popes and sultans, yet often missed the deeper, intricate symbolism woven into the original Greek tapestry, patterns meant to unfold across ages, not just their own. The greatest theft happened word by word, as revelation passed through Latin and into common tongues, its sharp edges dulled. The 7 lampstands, reduced to mere churches, the measured intervals of trumpets, blurred into vague judgments, intricate numbers and symbols, perhaps keys to timing and scale, faded into obscure footnotes, dismissed as mystical curiosities by rational minds. The original blueprint, written in urgency under an empire's boot, was softened, spiritualized, forgotten. Its potent, specific warnings slipped into the shadows of tradition. Yet secrets buried have a way of resurfacing. Now in our age of digital scrolls and rediscovered knowledge, a new breed of scholars, armed with the original Greek texts, ancient Jewish apocalyptic codes and tools John could never fathom, archaeology, astronomy data, are peeling back the layers. They are meticulously restoring what was lost, the numeric keys, the temporal patterns, the symbolic frameworks designed to resonate across millennia. This is no dusty academic exercise. It's a resurrection of buried blueprints, revealing dimensions of prophecy chillingly attuned to the converging storms of our world, pointing towards this very moment. 2025. The forgotten secrets John inscribed, once muted by time and translation, are whispering again with uncanny precision. Are we finally listening to what the exile saw? The veil is thinning. Lean closer. And consider the 7 golden lampstands. For centuries, the church murmured of Ephesus, Smyrna, Pergamum, ancient cities receiving stern, local counsel. Pastors saw only flickering candles held aloft for moral correction within their own walls. but the light casts deeper shadows. Shadows we are only now beginning to fathom. John, on Patmos, spoke of a mystery, stars held in a divine hand, lampstands burning not just for instruction, but for witness. In the hushed traditions of Jewish apocalypse, such lamps were never mere decor, they were watchers. Silent, vigilant sentinels stationed across the earth, their glow not merely illuminating, but recording, etching the deeds of nations, the pulse of empires, the sighs of the oppressed onto a cosmic ledger. This layer, profound and chilling, was buried beneath centuries of localized interpretation. The lampstands became static symbols, their true purpose global vigilance dimmed, nearly extinguished. Yet the watchers never slept, they merely changed form. Can you feel their gaze upon our 2025? Look beyond stained glass, where forests burn and oceans rise. Global observatories like the UNEP and independent climate trackers stand as grim lampstands, their relentless data streams casting harsh, undeniable light on ecological transgressions, a flickering testament to a groaning creation. Where tyrants rule in darkness, organizations like Amnesty International and Human Rights Watch pierce the gloom. Their reports are not mere documents. They are the flare of a lampstand revealing hidden atrocities, corporate sins, the muffled cries of the persecuted echoing the ancient call to expose what thrives in shadow. Where power whispers in backrooms, the smartphone becomes a portable lampstand. Citizen journalists, anonymous whistleblowers, their shaky footage, their leaked documents ignite like sudden flames, exposing corruption or cruelty, the powerful thought buried. A single tap, and light floods the hidden chamber, and across the fractured globe, vast networks of churches and faith alliances share intelligence on suffering, persecution, and hope. They map crises, track the silenced faithful not just as congregations, but as a dispersed network of light bearers, fulfilling Revelation's deeper mandate to be both lampstand and light to the nations. Here lies the forgotten secret, pulsing with new urgency. What if these modern watchers scattered, diverse, yet strangely convergent in their illumination are the unfolding of John's sevenfold pattern? Not replacements, but resonances, their combined gaze, satellites tracking deforestation, databases logging rights abuses, encrypted feeds broadcasting truth, prayer networks sensing spiritual shifts, forms of vast, composite eye, an eye observing the moral temperature, the ecological debt, the tides of power and despair washing over our world. By 2025, this convergence, in metaphor it's measurable. Researchers now map these streams of light and geo reports, climate data, persecution indices, viral exposures seeking patterns within the glare, shifts in the frequency of exposures, spikes in recorded injustice, critical thresholds breached in the global ledger. Could these be the very signals John encoded? Could the combined testimony of these modern watchers be compiling the evidence, the undeniable record, that heralds the next movement in the divine drama? The lampstands weren't just for the first century. They were placed as sentinels for the long watch, and their light, in our age of interconnected revelation, grows blindingly, terrifyingly bright. What is their combined light revealing about your world, right now? The watchers see, the ledger fills, the hour deepens. Hear that. A low, resonant note trembles on the edge of silence. The first trumpet. For centuries, the seven trumpets of Revelation echoed as mere metaphors in sermons, vague sequences of disaster, stripped of time, stripped of rhythm. They were painted as hurricanes, plagues, falling stars. Powerful? Yes, but unmoored from the celestial clockwork John surely witnessed. We miss the chronometer hidden in plain sight. Ancient whispers, preserved in the dust of the Dead Sea Scrolls and the coded language of Jewish mystics, hold the key. Trumpets were never mere noise. They were sacred intervals, the heartbeat of the divine calendar marking the Aviv barley harvest at the spring equinox, the Shavuot wheat offering in early summer, the piercing cry of the Feast of Trumpets in Tishrei autumn. Each blast, John's vision reveals, coincides with a pivotal festival, a sacred moment woven into the fabric of time itself. Revelation's judgments aren't random fury. They are orchestrated crescendos, timed to the rhythm of heaven's own feasts. This temporal code, this celestial metronome, was obscured, forgotten, until now. And now the heavens themselves are aligning with the forgotten score. Gaze upward, to the skies ordained for 2025. Astronomers, mapping the dance of planets and the moon's shadow, report rare convergences that send chills down the spine of those who know the code. Spring equinox aviv, as the first trumpet's echo calls for the harvest, watch the skies. Major meteor showers are predicted, streaking fire across the darkness, a potential mirror to the hail and fire mixed with blood falling upon the earth. Is this the sky answering the ancient call? Summer solstice Shavuot. When the second trumpet sounds its somber note, a rare, bright comet is forecasted to arc through the firmament. Could this blazing wanderer be the modern herald of that great star, blazing like a torch falling from heaven, turning the waters bitter? Feast of Trumpets Tishrei. As the third trumpet pierces the autumn air, a deep, penumbral lunar eclipse is calculated to drape the moon in ominous, coppery shadow, a blood moon rising, reflecting the imagery of poisoned waters and the gathering darkness of the bulls. This is no coincidence. It is convergence. The forgotten intervals are active. The festivals are the markers, the heavens are the stage. 2025 is the year the celestial clock strikes with terrifying precision. Ignoring these patterns, in just scholarly neglect, it risks blindness as the drama intensifies. These are not dates of guaranteed doom, but sacred windows of heightened watchfulness, moments when the veil between the prophetic vision and our tangible reality grows perilously thin. The trumpets sound on schedule, etched in starlight and festival moon. The intervals are set, the celestial signs are aligning. Will you be watching when the next note shakes the sky? The countdown has already begun. Forget the old debates, the number is not the mystery. Scholars long argued, are the 144,000 literal tribesmen or symbolic saints? They circled the count like moths around a flame, while the true enigma smoldered in the shadows, the seal itself. In the hushed courts of first-century Jerusalem, a seal was power carved in wax or clay. It meant protection, shielding scrolls from forgery, marking citizens under covenant safety, branding the chosen as inviolable. John's vision pulsed with this urgency, a divine mark shielding the faithful from coming storms. This truth raw, visceral, legal faded as theology spiritualized the seal into mere metaphor. But the seal has returned, not in ink or clay, but in light and code. Can you feel its imprint on your 2025? Deep in blockchain ledgers, cryptographic seals lock identities and deeds into unbreakable digital stone, land titles, contracts, even votes secured by algorithms no empire can corrupt. These are not metaphors. They are modern sigils of authenticity, echoing the ancient mark that said, "This one is protected, this one belongs." In refugee camps and border checkpoints, UNHCR biometric chips pulse and wrist digital seals granting food, medicine, passage. A flicker of safety for the stateless, a grim parallel. Without this seal, you vanish from the system. Within hidden digital vaults, churches now issue encrypted certificates, seals verifying membership, ordination, even doctrinal purity. A click confirms you are in the covenant ... or exposes you as outside. Here lies the chilling convergence. The world is building a global architecture of authentication. To be sealed is to exist, to transact, travel, survive. To be unsealed, to drift in the digital void. No bank account, no healthcare, no voice. By 2025, this is prophecy taking flesh. The battle isn't over a mystical number, it's over legitimacy. Who controls the seal? Who decides who is counted? As central banks roll out digital IDs and AI verifies every face at every checkpoint, Revelation's drama ignites. Whose mark will you bear? The ancient seal was a refuge. The modern seal is a crossroads, a key to sanctuary ... or a chain of control. The 144,000 were sealed for preservation. Now, the question burns. In a world demanding digital ratification, how will the faithful be known? The unsealed are already disappearing. Are you marked for the coming storm? Now, open your eyes to 2025. Babylon, buried. She's resurrected in light and steel, where skylines pierce polluted heavens. Tokyo, Dubai, Shanghai, new ziggurats rise. Temples of finance, fortresses of data, shaping the world's desires with a flicker on a stock ticker. These are not just cities, they are nerve centers of a global empire, humming with the same opulent, soul-draining energy that doomed the original. Scroll your feed, feel the seduction. Social media empires, TikTok's hypnotic scroll. Meta's curated personas aren't mere platforms. They are the digital harlots John foresaw. They promise connection, yet breed isolation. Offer truth, yet drown it in a flood of distraction and tailored lies. They trade your attention, your outrage, your longing, for profit. The merchandise of souls. Deeper still, in server farms colder than tombs. AI weaves your reality. Algorithms don't just suggest, they dictate. They build echo chamber ziggurats around your mind, reinforcing bias, fueling division, crafting a personalized illusion so seamless you forget the world beyond its walls. This is Babylon's ultimate sorcery, not chains of iron, but chains of perception, spiritual delusion, digitized. Here is the recovered cipher for 2025. Babylon's power lies in the convergence of numeric patterns and human hunger. Her ancient gematria pulses in the very algorithms that govern crypto markets and viral trends. Her allure, the promise of belonging, significance, pleasure without consequence, is amplified a millionfold by the digital age. Watch these Neo-Babylons as the year unfolds. Their financial tremors, their cultural dominance, their algorithmic grip tightening. They are not merely cities or companies. They are living systems embodying the ancient spirit of rebellion against the sacred. Their rise signals not just technological triumph, but profound spiritual peril. And Revelation's warning crackles with fresh urgency. What you worship, you become. The fall won't be literal bricks. It will be a crash of trust, a glitch in the algorithm, an awakening. The numeric reckoning approaches not just 612, but the sum of our choices. Will we build ziggurats to our own glory, or anchor ourselves in the covenant that sets us free? Babylon's neon glow is fading. What will you see when the lights go out? The scroll has spoken, its hidden seals now unsealed. These 5 forgotten secrets: the global lampstands, trumpet chronometers, modern sealing, missing horsemen, and the Babylon Code transform Revelation from cryptic allegory into a living map for 2025. The ancient words pulse with fresh urgency, guiding watchful souls through the converging storms of our era. What will you do with these revelations? Will you stand as a modern lampstand, illuminating truth in a world shrouded by darkness? Will you align your life with prophetic intervals, sharpening your watch during key seasons? Will you safeguard your identity, guarding the seals of integrity in digital and spiritual realms? Will you confront systemic injustice and ecological collapse, honoring the riders once forgotten? Will you resist the allure of modern Babylons, choosing covenant faithfulness over cultural conformity? Share your insights below. Join the conversation and forge alliances with fellow seekers. If this exploration stoked the fire of understanding within you, like and subscribe for our next unveiling, the 8th seal, Beyond Revelation's End. Finally, spread the word. Share this video with forgotten prophetic secrets, and invite others to rediscover the power of revelation. In 2025, we face a crossroads where ancient prophecy meets modern destiny. Let us walk that path armed with knowledge, courage, and unshakable faith. Thank you for watching. Until our next journey, stay vigilant, stay discerning, and may the light of these forgotten secrets guide you through the unfolding tapestry of history.